is Helen, and today we're going to sew something I have neither planned nor organized for. I literally just put up a video planning my next 6 projects, and I have the overwhelming urge to make something completely different. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the cards, but essentially I have cut out the dress number 2 and I've started on the pleated skirt, but today I just want to make a blouse. I was pre-washing and ironing some of the fabrics I picked up recently after my last fabric haul and when I was supposed to be not buying fabric. Terrible, I know. I came across some blue linen that I've had in my stash. It's this one here. It's a lovely bright blue color and it's got some white polka dots. And I recently also purchased some Papercut Patterns that I think are gonna look super cute. And I'm gonna make today if I can find the first page. Why am I just pure chaos? I'm gonna make the Ashling Blouse by Papercut Patterns in my blue linen. Not on plan, but you know, sometimes you just gotta roll with it when inspiration strikes. So I went ahead and printed out the pattern at Officeworks and got them to also print the instructions because I prefer not to have to look at my phone the whole time. So I'm gonna make this version, which is the cropped version with a waist ruffle and lovely sleeve details. Because it's the first time, I might just follow the instructions, to be honest, but in future I was thinking of either shirring the bottom, making faux buttons up at the bottom part of the waist and then shirring, or shirring the sleeves just so it's a more kind of gentle pulled together look rather than the cuffs. But for now, maybe we'll just make the actual view and follow the instructions. I had it printed out on A0 and I went ahead and traced it because I have never made a Papercut pattern before, so if I need to adjust for size, then this allows me to do that. And I will pack those away after I'm done, she says, probably not. I have gone ahead and cut out a size 4, which is slightly smaller in terms of the recommended size for my measurements, but I don't super love extremely baggy blouses, and just if I look at the pictures here, it seems to have a lot of room at the waist, so I'm really trying to potentially just slim down that waist section a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how that works out. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my desk a little bit because it's a bit of a mess, and set up my sewing machines, and then we can get started. I don't have a blue that really matches very well, but I think it should be okay, at least to get started. And if I get stuck, I'll just have to go get some from Spotlight. But so I've just put the 2 yoke sections together over the back, and I believe the next steps of the instructions are to iron down one side, attach the front pieces, and then we'll move on from there. So I've finished as much as I can the front pieces so they're prepped for buttons, and I've also attached the yoke in the back. with a bit of top stitching. I may end up top stitching here if the pattern doesn't say so, but for now it's just on the shoulder. And now it's time to move on to the sleeves. Okay, so I just did the first part of the placket and realized I've done it the wrong way around. So I should have started from the wrong side, and then that way this little bit here, when it focuses, that would be covered by the binding if I'd done it on the other way. So I'm going to unpick it just because I'm trying to be really careful with this blouse and do it again. Alrighty, I've got both sleeve plackets done. The second one looks much cleaner and neater than the first, but that's okay. The next step is to add a frill along the side, along the bottom edge of this sleeve, and then sew up the sides, and then we have the sleeves finished as well. So it's coming along really nicely. I think it's gonna be so cute. Actually, I lied. The next step is to attach the sleeve to the body section of the blouse because all the pieces are flat, so it's much easier to do, and then to sew up the side seam. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, I forgot to put the center of the sleeve notch in. I'm just going to fold this in half and notch it. That way I know where to distribute the fullness. So let's try that again. I think I probably prefer the method where you gather up the sleeve and put it into the arm side, but I'll try something new to see if it works out. I've always heard that it's easier to do the flat, to do it when it's flat, but I don't know, I'm not convinced yet. Okay, I'm just gonna check the sleeve pattern piece. Maybe cutting it down the middle wasn't exactly how they wanted to do it. Yeah, okay, so the notch on the pattern piece is not exactly in the middle. Oh god, I could have just uncomplicated this all by notching it in the first place. Well, don't drink coffee at your desk, folks. Okay, we're back in action. I had to wash all the collar pieces because they got covered in coffee. But thankfully none of them stained. They do smell like coffee, but I'll just have to live with that. After that epic derailment, I think I'm just going to do sleeves like I normally do them, which is finish them completely and then gather the sleeve head to go into the arm's eye, because yeah, I'm just not in the mood to try something new. So I guess I'll kind of sidetrack from the instructions a little bit and just finish off the sleeves and then put them into the arm side. Yeah, that's gonna be how we go. Oh yeah, I got coffee on my instructions. Damn it. Okay, sleeve. Okay, so it looks like the first step is to work with the frill that goes on the cuff. Fold it in half, stitch it, and then put gathering stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The cuff frill is part 12, which is this one. So you're essentially folding it right sides together and sewing along this short part, and then gathering stitches along the long bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, both frill pieces have gathering stitches. Now it's time to work on the cuff pieces. And the cuff pieces have one interfaced and one non-interfaced version, and I just need to fold it down and iron it, and then it's ready to work with. So I'm gonna go prep those pieces and then I'll be back. Actually, it looks like I didn't cut enough sleeve cuffs. Yeah, I only cut 2 and I should have 4. Okay, guess I'll just go cut some more. Yeah, I don't know, that's that. Okay, so now that we have the fused cuff pieces prepped, it's time to add this frill in properly. So from what I read in the instructions, I put this like this, and it has 2 little notches on the end, and the frill needs to be gathered down to fit in between those 2 notches. All nicely attached, and the gathers will stay nice and clean when it pops out. Cool. Alright, I'm just going to repeat that for the other cuff and then work on attaching it to the sleeve. Dodgy job cutting these out. Okay, nice. So all the way around the outside and clip the corners. So let's see how that goes. Okay, it's starting to get dark, so I just turned on the light. Hopefully it's not too yellow. Okay. Give it a good press. And we should have our cuff. Kind of cute. Alrighty, so I've got the cuffs ready to go, and I've put gathering stitches into the sleeves so that I can gather these down and they'll fit into the cuffs. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then I'll put the sleeves into the blouse probably. I'm kind of going wild from the instructions because they got covered in coffee, so yeah, I'm too lazy to look at my phone every time. About a few days, it's probably like a week and a half since I started this polka dot blouse, and I think it's been enough time for me to forget the struggles and how much trouble I was having. And yeah, today I'm just going to keep going on the top. I've got to dig out where I put the instructions. Actually, I drown them in coffee. Yeah, okay, I've got to pull up the instructions on my phone and just see what the next step is. I believe both sleeves are almost done, and I'll be moving on to the collar. It's a little bit of an overcast day today. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the lighting, because I've got to turn on my office lights, which are a bit yellow, but you know, can't win them all, I guess. All right, let's get to this top. trying to collect all my tiny little scraps in this jar of pickles to try and reduce the amount of fluff that just ends up in my sewing room because I don't like cleaning. Okay, the sleeve is almost done. I've just got to take out the gathering stitches that are holding everything looking nice and lovely. And now we have 2 sleeves. They're pretty cute. I still have to add buttons, but I'm going to test how tight they are on my arms first before I go ahead and do that. Okay, we have a collar and we have 2 sleeves. I've just got to attach it all to the body and add some buttons and it'll be done. How exciting! Well, I've been playing thread chicken and I lost. So I did the gathering in white because that takes a lot of thread. There's nothing else that's like visible top stitching, so maybe I'll just continue in white and see how that goes. Yeah, here's to hoping I don't need any top stitching colors because I haven't got any. Oh, the buttons. I might have to go to Spotlight. Oh, what a shame. I'll have to go to Spotlight. How sad. I do it in white. I mean, there's white polka dots. I'll have to test one and then we'll see. Onwards and upwards. Upwards and onwards. Whatever the saying is. We're continuing. Okay, I'm fast losing daylight because it's really rainy and gross outside. So I thought I would do a fitting of what I have so far, finish it off overnight, and then do the reveal tomorrow. And I think it's gonna fit really well. Get it on. Alright, so it doesn't look too tight in the bust, which is what I'm always worried about. I seem to have like a really round, or like, I don't know, the circumference doesn't seem to fit for like everything else. But this is the top. I'm thinking I'm gonna add some waist ties here just to cinch in the waist. And that's a personal preference thing. I don't love bagginess. I went down a size to try and combat it. And I suppose I could also just taper this bottom bit. I don't know, I'm thinking waist ties would be cute. Just like a little waist tie. As long as it didn't make the back too rumply. I don't know, something there. Then I've got these lovely sleeves, so they end in this beautiful cuff ruffle thing, which I love. I thought it would be really long, but it just looks so proportional and lovely. Got 2 of those, obviously, because there's 2 sleeves, Helen, idiot. And then a collar, which I just did the normal collar. You can also do a frill collar, which kind of stands up to sort of match the cuffs, but I thought that'd be a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those pieces together and then also add buttons yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep working on that tonight. And I guess for you, here's what it came out like.